So the writing down of this teaching is a tremendous calling in my soul. It is a fire that literally burns with a physical sensation in my heart. I am on fire to restore to each and every one whom I meet the lost teachings of Jesus that have not been told in 2,000 years, because the church fathers who put together the canon in 367 decided to leave out the Gospels that were inconsistent with their brand of orthodoxy, an established religion, and getting to God by means of the priest or the pope or a hierarchy based upon apostolic succession. And so they left out other Gospels that had been written at the same time as Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. They were no less authentic. They just didn't happen to agree with the structure that they were setting up. And these Gospels remained lost until 1945, when they were discovered as that library in the jar at Nag Hammadi, Egypt, and were finally published in English in part in 1977. But Jesus told us, and I remember it well, that his teachings would be lost. And we asked him whether he was going to take us with him in his resurrection and ascension. And he told us no, that we had to re-embody throughout these 2,000 years to keep the flame of his life within the church. And the age would come, the end of Pisces, when he would restore those teachings and we would restore them with him. So I come to you today truly in my heart, remembering the moment when I approached him and reproached him, telling him that if he had come sooner, my brother Lazarus had not died. And that is when he said to me, I am the resurrection and the life. He that is dead, though he were dead, yet shall he live. Believest thou this? And I made that confession that is recorded in Scripture, Yea, Lord, I believe that thou art the Christ that should come into the world. Whereupon he went back to Bethany and raised Lazarus with the tremendous command, Lazarus, come forth. And he recalled the soul of Lazarus back into his body, and by the attainment of his mastery of the threefold flame in his heart, he reignited that flame, reestablishing the connection of the crystal cord. Such was the tremendous demonstration of Jesus. The mystery teachings then that are given to us point to a single reality, which though Mark Prophet and I had been writing about this since 1958 and knew nothing of the Gnostic Gospels, yet they are confirmed by those very Gospels, which give the exact teaching. And it pertains to the second figure in the chart, the middle figure, and the understanding of who is the only begotten Son of God. Who is the Son of Man? Who is the Son of God? And who are you? Jesus gave one teaching. His doctrine is not in Scripture. The early church fathers decided to deny that teaching and to print only a narrow perspective of what he taught. That eliminates the understanding that you are the sons of men. Each one of us is the Son of Man, which simply means the Son of manifestation. You are the light of manifestation of your I Am presence, this very moment, all of us. Now that Son of manifestation is a soul who has descended into these dense bodies and this dense, by what I mean very concrete, physical world. And the soul has free will, but the soul is not permanent. The soul becomes permanent when she becomes the bride of the universal Christ. And that fusion of the soul with that universal light is called the alchemical marriage. And Aquarius is called the age of alchemy. And this is the age of that alchemy, which is achieved through what John the Baptist prophesied as the baptism by fire. Now, what has become confused because of doctrine that has been established by church councils is the question of Jesus' divinity and his divine sonship. Jesus, the Son of Man, was the full incarnation of the Son of God. This we know, this we believe. What we need to understand is that the Son of God is the only begotten of the Father, one Son, one descent of one universal light. But of this universal light body, Jesus said at the Last Supper, as he held a single loaf of bread, "This is my universal body of light, which is broken for you." And he revealed the mystery again of the law of the one universal light who is one Son of God. But he breaks the bread and gives us each a piece of it. And in that very act, he is saying, I am restoring to you that same universal Christ, which you have forgotten and lost in your descent into this world. Take, eat, this is my body, which is broken for you. And the wine that he gives is the essence of the spirit of the I Am Presence. Then he says, this do in remembrance of me, in remembrance that I came and was with you, and I was the embodiment of that universal Christ. He is the incarnate Word. What Word does he incarnate? The Word I am that I am. Jesus is the embodiment of the I Am Presence, and the light of that presence, who is the universal Son.
The preceding lecture was given by Elizabeth Clare Prophet, world-renowned author and spiritual teacher. The Summit Lighthouse is an international spiritual organization dedicated to universal enlightenment. Founded in 1958, the Summit Lighthouse has been a beacon of truth to thousands worldwide and a leader in New Thought spirituality. The preceding program has been brought to you by the Summit Lighthouse. For more information, call 1-800-245-5445 or visit our website at www.tsl.org. Outside the USA, call 406-848-9500 or write to the Summit Lighthouse, 63 Summit Way, Gardner, Montana, 59030 USA.